open his mouth a little bit, huh? Hola, amigo. I'm good, I'm good. Hey, you wanna see something funny? I got this telegram. See, I would like to see it.
To the side, I will be there, and I will look him in the eyes, and I will tell him, this is the last time we took that sidestep because, from what I know, the only way is going forward. And you took one to the side, and you took a chance, and this is what it is. Now you have to pay for it. So, you can find some evidence about something, and you do, send it our way. And I think we will, I suppose, I don't have a good word for it, but come to a plan at the least. Because it is a problem of ours. I've also heard it is a problem of the East with him. Not only Saint Denis, but more east, even more north. So a lot of people has a problem with him. Only thing I can say, we're gonna stand by our word. We're gonna honor our word as the Lobos. Because that is what we do, and that is the only thing we have. It is our goddamn word. But until proven something else, this is what we're gonna stand by.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
need to talk about that situation between ourselves, Boris and Jordan, about Delaney. I have some things I want to say about him, but we'll talk about it later.
You can talk about it now, and I could go in and talk to Abdul
No,
and
it's
Ramon.
it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Because we got some other things we need to talk about anyway, about the bank and shit. So
I see.
there's no point delaying it even more. We've been here long enough.
All right then. Well, you know what it is. You know how it is, I suppose. So you come back with whatever business it is that it might be,
Yeah.
and we'll see what we can look into. And we'll look into that. Well, I suppose we will talk about that bastard thing too.
Yeah, we will.
But
Whenever the time
you
arrives.
know where we stand.
Right. Sounds good.
Yes.
Jordan,
All right
do you
then.
wanna do the bank since she was doing it yesterday, tallying everything up? Because it's gonna be different than yesterday since some of the shit got taken off of all of us.
Yeah, I can do it.
Because
To
I
know
just
if
figured
I
it's always
may,
good. Maybe have
before
it.
everyone gets separated, what is the bastard thing, huh?
I was talking
Yeah, go
to
ahead.
I was talking to Thorsten a bit about it. Have I met you before, my friend? I think I have it at Ratskin.
Perhaps in Red
Ramon
Scalar.
over here.
I am
Yeah.
Ramon Laguna, good friend of the
Yeah.
bastards.
Yeah, Thatcher. People usually call me Thatch.
Mucho
See,
gusto.
we me and some of my friends are living in Thieves Landing, and there's been multiple occasions now where we hear, "Oh, when the bastards come back, they're not gonna be happy that you're living in Thieves."
Well,
This and
Ramon
that,
is one of
you know.
them.
See?
But just because I live somewhere doesn't mean I have any bad intentions to any other groups. No. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see what happens when the time arrives. Given the things I've heard, it's neither here nor there.
See, the difference would be if you try to take over Thieves Landing, is what I said to Senor Boris. To try to claim it as your own, to become the top dog, then you will have an issue, which is what I said to Senor Boris. Especially considering he telling me you robbed them before. What would you do yourself if someone robbing you and a few months later you show up to your home and they're claiming it as their own, huh?
Well, It is our home. We live there, so it is our home. It might be theirs also if they come back, but it is also our home.
Yeah, and I'll
Pero
make it.
how long have you lived there, Senor Boris, if you're not minding me
A little
asking?
bit
Huh?
over a month or something.
And before that, where were you living?
Before that, I was living in Van Horn for a while, and before that, I lived Thieves.
Interesting. Did you move around a lot, huh?
Well, not so much. I moved there when I get here. I lived there like 3 weeks, and after that, I was pretty long over there in Van Horn. But Van Horn went to shit, so I left and came
But
back
you
to
left when the
Thieves.
times were bad, huh? In the Van Horn.
Well, I I wasn't. I didn't belong to Van Horn. I didn't go to the inner circle. I just lived there, and I did my own work with my own people. I had my own friends. We did our own jobs. Some of the people who are over there running the place did work with me, not me with them. If you understand.
See?
They came
Claro.
to my jobs, but I loved the idea of Van Horn, but I wasn't going to run it. I didn't want to run it, and the people who run the town didn't do anything about it. It was nothing was going in the right direction. So yeah, I left because I wasn't anyone over there who could change anything or do anything. So
Sure, sure.
yeah.
And what about the Thief Landing? You said you were not the person running Van Horn. Did you have plans to run the Thieves Landing?
I have plans to bring a lot of business and people to Thieves Landing, yeah.
See, but that is not what I asked you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to do. There's nobody running it. There's different gangs and everybody's just living there. There doesn't need to be anybody running the town. There needs to be some certain rules with other groups. But that's about it.
So now I will asking you, you're talking about the rules, huh? Who will enforce the rules?
The
We have been
gangs
enforcing the
who
rules.
are over there.
The gangs.
Anyone who
see.
decides to live there.
In my opinion, I know the bastards, but I don't give a shit about what happens to Thieves Landing. I am a friend of them. But in my opinion, if you are going to be enforcing rules in upon a place you're calling your home, you're needing to be ready to deal with the consequences, huh? You need to stand by your actions.
I'm a grown man.
It's not just us
Like I
enforcing
say-
the rules as well. There's another group. It's not just us.
See, Pero, I would give you some advice. You would either make it your own, or you would not make it your own. But you would not find the pinche middle ground. That is embarrassing.
I would agree to that one. To be honest, as Ramon is saying, if I were you, you got a lot of, how should I say it? Things to look forward to, you know, as of either you gonna look forward to being one in Thieves Landing or you wanna be Thieves Landing.
Yeah, I guess time will tell.
See, the time will tell, but it's the people that tell the stories, not the
is.
time, huh? The
And also,
individuals
as
that are
Ramon
wanting to do
said,
this.
He's a friend of the bastards. I'm not that good of a friend of them myself. All of you here now know my story with them, well, except for you, Ramon, and Abdul. My personal opinion is I do not care about them that much. I know the Lobos has had business with them before. Where is that business now? Nowhere to be seen. Should I give a care?
I don't know, Thorstone. Should you giving a care about the history of the group you're writing for?
Of course they would. When was they last seen around? Could anyone tell me?
Does it matter?
It kind of does, doesn't it?
No.
Do you think I want to wait for someone a year, 2 years?
You know, see, that is the problem. The people these days have the very short memories. You see, the memories are what makes you who you are as a person, Thurston. Be it a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 20. The memories make you who you are. They are what defining you.
But the
They are
business
what make up
stops.
everything you are. The history is important to every individual and every group. And you should not disrespecting it, in my opinion.
In your opinion, yes. But the business stops, doesn't it? If I get money coming in from, or did the Lobos get money coming in from Thieves Landing, from these people, and then it stops for a year or half a year, would that benefit us?
Then you are
As
no
you
better
see,
than an Eastern mercenary. And you are not a Western outlaw.
Well, it depends on how you look at it, doesn't it? Why
No,
would you go in
It
and
does not.
rob a general store out of salts or something? If it wasn't for the benefit of your people. What you gotta do is look at the people you are having under you. If people decide this is the people that want you to lead, well, this is the people that has a say, isn't it? And if this is the people that has a say, and we do not bring anything to keep these people alive, maybe we is some hard predicament at the moment. Food
you're
is scarce.
telling me,
Ammunition
Thorsten,
is scarce.
That
Something
the
like
only
it.
thing that defines your relationships and your bonds with others is about the money they can bring to you. Because to
No,
me, there's a lot more to a person than that.
that is not
There
what
are
I'm
things worth a
saying.
lot more than the money.
What I am saying is, people need to be around from time to time to help the people that they care about. Does that make sense? Or people that are affiliated to this certain group to be around from time to time to help them out. That is what I'm saying.
We are going to have to agree to disagree. To me, the bonds
I
I
see.
form with a person are worth more than any amount of money or any change in the times. They could be gone a year or 2 and come back, and I would treat them the same because they are mi amigo. That is not a term I use lightly.
That is a personal thing, isn't it? Now
See,
you're
it is
looking
a
for
personal
yourself,
thing.
ain't you?
See, but I am for myself, no. I am not a Del Lobo.
Am I for myself?
I guess you're going to have to ask yourself that one.
I am
But
a
it sounds like you're
Lobo.
inflicting your own opinions over the opinions of your group without knowing the history.
What I am saying is I'm looking for the Lobos to have food on their table, to have money in their pockets, to be able to do things.
See?
That is what I'm saying.
But if I know
I'm
anything
not
about
talking-
the Del Lobos, I know that they would rather go starving than to desecrate the bonds they have formed with others, because they know that honor goes above any amount of money or food on the table.
It might do. It might do.
No, there is no might. That is a definite.
Well, that is from them. Me, myself, I would do the same. But how long was I at the Lobo? How much did people tell me about these things with the
Exactly,
bastard?
amigo.
If it was very important, would the people have told me?
Exactly, amigo. I am trying to tell you this.
That is
Do
what
not
I'm
jump
saying. Would the
while your
people
eyes
have
are
told me?
closed. Huh?
That is what
Make
I'm
sure you know
saying.
where you are going to land before you're falling.
I have landed. I got 2 feet on the ground, don't I?
I'm not sure. To me, it seems like your heads are still in the clouds.
I suppose that depends on how you look at it. So what is you saying? That I am doing something stupid? That I got
I
half
am
of a
saying that
brain?
I'm not sure you know what you are doing, is what I am saying.
I see.
I think you are speaking without thinking, without taking into account the history of your group, the bonds of the others, the roots of the tree. Because you are a leaf, pero a leaf does not negotiate how a tree is going to grow. A tree is made up of many different parts and branches.
You think I is a leaf
See?
and not a branch?
Right now, you're not acting like a branch, amigo.
Well, that depends on how you look at it, doesn't it?
You keep saying this one. I don't think it depends at all. It is what I am saying.
How about I say the leaf leaves? And
The
you
leaf
stay
leaves,
behind, the only one that want to do it. What would that make you? You ain't a Lobo, is you?
No, I am not.
So why you questioning me so much about being a Lobo?
Because I know the Lobos and I know the
You
history,
know.
and it seems I know them a little bit more than you, I reckon.
Well, that is you, and what you thought it was. What if there was a change as it was when Esteban did it? How was it between Santiago and Esteban? How much did you have to say between that? Because those two are
Nothing.
very different, ain't they?
I had nothing to say between them, but I am speaking now. No?
Yes, you is. So am I, ain't I?
Is everything you're going to say a question? Or are you going to speak a sentence without asking me something?
Well, I like to ask questions. I do, because I want to know where the hell your mind comes from. As if, as you just said, you ain't a Lobo. So why would it be your business?
Because I am worried about the legacy you are saying, amigo.
Well, that is a friend, ain't it? A
See?
Lobo is a Lobo. A Lobo gets in how they get in. As a Lobo, a friend is a friend of a Lobo. Friend and a Lobo, is there a difference to it? If there was
A
no
title
difference
means
to it,
nothing to me,
then
amigo.
everyone could be a Lobo,
A
couldn't they?
title is a title and a word is a word. But I am what I am. Regardless of what you are calling me, the Lobo or not, I am speaking my mind to you in front of the others. Whether you are liking what I am saying, I'm not giving a shit. I am
I
telling you
see.
to be careful where you're treading. Because there's a
Otherwise,
legacy you do not want to trample on, huh? Regardless of me
see.
being a Del Lobo, I have respect for them.
You're saying I don't?
I'm saying what you're saying about the bastards seems like a silly move. You are talking as if you are a mercenary. About how the money rules all. And in my opinion,
Where
there are
did the
things that
money
are
come
worth more
from?
than
I
the
said
money.
about the food. I said about everything. People got to stay alive, don't they?
See,
What
but
does
there's
the
a
money
saying,
count when
the
you
death
got no
before
food?
dishonor, huh? I am one of those persons.
What kind of person is you said?
That I would die before I dishonor.
So you're saying I'm dishonoring?
To a degree, see, I am saying this.
What would that be? Please do tell.
I have said what I have said. If you're not wanting to listen, then don't.
Oh, so you're saying you're a better listener than I is?
You are being a pedantic person.
What
Are
is
you
you
listening to
being
the
there?
words coming out of my mouth? I already say what I said. You are trampling on the legacy of the Del Lobos.
I see. I see. Well, I suppose that is what you think, Ramon. Well, Abdul, I guess maybe you are agreeing to it. Is that a yes or a no? Agreeing to what he says. So saying we're both wrong.
Conversation, but what does Thieves Landing and Del Lobo have anything to do with each other? Why is it your business? Why is it brought to another outlaw? If the bastards come back, it's Boris and Thatcher's problem. Will we fight for them? I won't. What's the purpose of petty squabbling when it's not my business or Del Lobo's business? If you call it home, it's your business.
Well, you are not a Del Lobo, and I guess you are not also belonging to anywhere, so I don't know. Yeah, you are over here, but I don't think it's your business to talk what me and Hammer over here are talking.
But it makes a point, don't it?
Amigo, I'm going
I've
to
just
talk
seen two men
regardless of where we
argue about
are.
the legacy of something for 20 minutes and not come to a conclusion.
Well, they talked a little bit about different things than about Thieves Landing. They talked about the legacy of Del Lobos.
See, I was not talking about Thieves Landing. I already
Yeah.
said what I'm feeling about it. It's none of my business. I was talking about Thorstone, speaking about how, giving a shit who is in Thieves Landing as long as he is getting the money. That is where I have the issue.
Well, that's not quite true, but you were talking about bonds and everything in groups, and Thorsten doesn't know bastards at all, or somewhat he knows something about them. I don't know them well also, but I know Thorsten, and I have been riding with Thorsten for half a year now, so we have a bond, but both of us, we don't have any bond with bastards. So there is history and there is bonds and there is all kinds of things, but when nobody is around and new people come along, they will probably take the bond with the people they have bond with and the other ones that he doesn't know anything about.
You will do what you are wanting to do,
Doesn't sound
and
like
we will
it.
see what happens.
I suppose so. Is that a threat, Ramon?
No. It
It's
is
a
warning.
promise. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, it's a warning.
Oh, well,
Because
that's
people
kind
that
of the
do not
same
take
thing.
into... No, it's not. It is
Well,
not.
that's how I take it.
A promise would be me saying I'm going to get involved. A warning is me telling you about what others may do.
All right, then.
But you take my word however you want to.
Is it done? Do we need to
See?
speak about it more?
I have said my mind. I am happy.
So am I. Anyone else got something to say? This would be the time. If you do not have something to say, keep your mouth shut. I think those words was very easily to understand.
I
We
wouldn't
have
say
been,
I wouldn't say Ramon is wrong or you, I think it's just two different perspectives. I do see it. Both of you are right, eh? But again, probably we're gonna find a solution for it, eh? That's all I want to say.
Anyone else?
nah. I think we are talking about things that might happen into the future and things that might not happen, and we are just going too much forward because you never know what's gonna happen, and it's better to see the things when they are in front of you and not worry about everything that might not ever fucking happening.
Yes. So, anything else to bring up?
Yeah, can we talk about this fucking whoever was at the bank yesterday? Because I need to get the fuck out of here. We've been here for like 2 hours now, goddammit.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to split
You conclude
them.
your business.
Yeah.
You give everyone that needs to be given something. And you make it fair.
If he was in the bank, let's go into the house, because
Yeah.
I want to get the fuck out of here. I've been here for too long.
Good to see you, Ramon.
Good to see everybody.
See, a pleasure, Boris. Take care of yourself, huh?
Jimmy, come on.
Yes, you two gotta go too. You gotta get your cut.
I wasn't at the bank job.
Oh, but Raphael was. I take it.
Sorry.
You was at the bank.
No.
Oh, you wasn't. I thought you was.
No, it was with you breaking them out.
Oh, yes, you was. My bad. Yes. So we broke them out yesterday. 2 of them out of 3. Yes. Hades was as she usually is, very stubborn, but very hurt. The best medical she could get was from them, and she refused to get out of that wagon. Oh, you should have heard it. I asked her more than once, more than twice. I think we asked her 4 or 5 times. She refused. But she was very hurt, she said, in the ending, and that made us just take out Boris and Thatch. No one else. Of course, if I had the choosing, I would take Hades myself, but it is what it is. I think you and I know very well that ain't gonna happen. She set her mind to it. That is what it is. All right. Anything else people got on their minds on the tapestry? Miguel was around. We had a talk. As the De Lobos. Prospect of the De Lobos. We want to talk to you, Abdul, and Bell, too. But I suppose that is for another day, at a later time. Also today, Miss Ash was here at the Hanging Dog. Miss Ash was very, how should I say? That would be the one. Oh, I see. Well, she came here with, what's her name? Dayu? Is that the name?
Dyson.
She is apparently the, what is it called? The gunsmith in Armadillo. And she operates out of Saint Denis. She has a very close bond to these people. Problem is, these people has Esteban's Mauser. I confronted her about it, saying that she got that one. She said she ain't gonna separate from it. She said that it was hers in the beginning. Esteban came up to her and got it from her. But if Esteban bought it, why is it hers now? There we go. That is all I wanted to hear. So rightfully Esteban bought it, I see. And now she claims it is hers and she want to sell it again just to get the money out of it. Well, she said exactly that to me. She said the only thing she's gonna do is sell it. She ain't gonna give it back. No, nothing like it. She is only gonna sell it to the right person, she said. So, to me, that sounds like either we take it or we take it. You got anything else in mind?
I will be back in a minute.
All right.
Although,
That is a
before I
problem.
go, in case you're moving on from this, I think it would be a better idea to arrange to buy the gun and then rob her. Just in my opinion.
Oh no, we won't buy it. We're gonna do one or the other. Probably just take it. But yes. So, to me, it is looking like we are taking it because she was very, very certain she ain't selling it back. But trust you, Abdul. You're saying Esteban bought it? That's what I've heard too. And if that is what you say, it is rightfully his. Yes. I know where this is going. How much did you say? 6? 16. Ain't gonna happen. I think we can agree to that. I see. What do you think, Abdul? What would you... No, what would you be... what would be your preference to take here? You know, I already got my thing in mind. Sorry for my Swinglish, but Swedish words are kicking in from time to time. I see. I see. All right. I know more people that sells gems for a very good price. I will tell you, Abdul, to me, and this is to me personally, it is a gun Esteban had. If there is a gun or something, let's say it like this, Esteban gets executed. No one wants that to happen. There's a word of Esteban trying to come back and make a deal with the people, you know, the law, that he ain't gonna be executed. I set up a plan with Mr. Miguel that he's gonna go to Sisica as a priest. He did. Yes, and he did it. This is what they talked about. So Esteban has a plan about maybe coming back out. But the problem is, for me, is that if, and that is only a if, Esteban ain't coming out. We got nothing to tell us about Esteban. No gun, no nothing. If we get that gun back, we have at least a little piece, just a little piece of Esteban back. So to me, they are sitting on a very big thing to us. Yes. And we will keep on heading back. Who do you think will go against us? I suppose you're right about that one, but at the same time, I doubt a lot of people in the West would go against us. So people coming from the East, I think I would have a little telegram boy running to me and screaming that people is in the West that is not supposed to be there. But that is me. Yes. Yes. That is why I want to talk about this thing. What would you prefer? I see. That is true. Anyone else? Yes.
Jim Lee, 'cause you got 5. You
There
probably want-
is. There very much is. Okay.
All right, I think we're gonna
And-
get out of here. Good to see everybody.
All right,
care.
likewise.
Yeah.
See
See
you.
you
Adios.
guys. До свидания.
Yep, see you, see you.
So,
I'll be back.
what do you think, Raphael?
But what? Sorry.
About this whole thing that we just spoke about?
What the gun?
Yes. We said about the
Sorry.
business deals, what could be happening, and what could be happening. So there's a lot to come out of both sides, you know. Either we just take it. Abdul says he doesn't want to take it. What do you think?
Well, again, I'll say we'd take it.
Because
It's Esteban's gun. He bought it, then that's enough for us. She lost it, then that's on her. She can't protect it.
I
So,
see.
that's Esteban's, eh?
And what if Esteban is to be executed?
Does it matter?
Well, we
See,
don't
it
know
should
yet.
matter, no?
It would
No,
matter.
but that's what I am saying. The gun is more than just the gun.
See?
It's about
It
what the gun
is.
is representing, no?
That is
See?
what we talked about when you was away. I said that is what we know Esteban of. If we could get a little piece of him back, that would be that Mouser.
Well, his soul lives in it as well, eh?
He does. So the thing is, you know, for everyone to just shove it away, and I think you understand this, Abdul, the business gotta be, has to be, very goddamn good. And not only gun oil, because $2 gun oil. I mean, that gun is very different to $2 of gun oil, because I think everyone will get the money to spend on gun oil for it. But I see where you're coming from, of course. And I know you is very business-minded, which is goddamn good you is. But at the same time, this is what we got from it. But, as I said before, Esteban is in the talks with the law about not getting executed. Still not a certain deal. We do not know. Is he gonna be? Is he not? If he ain't, well, it's different. If he is, well, to be honest with you, I will go for that gun.
In my opinion, it's not different regardless. Nope.
See?
And I hate to using this word, but it's about the principal.
See.
See, I'm not liking how the word is used these days, but it's the only word I can thinking of, the principal.
I know exactly what you mean. The thing is,
Senor
if
Esteban
Esteban comes
owns
out,
the gun.
I listen to him.
See, but I would think that that is the only option if Esteban is getting out. If Esteban
One
is
at a
not getting
time.
out, then I do not think it's a good option. Sentimentality is what separates us from the animals. That's what I said to Thorsten earlier. The memory should be respected. No,
That
they're
is
all we
true.
have. It's what makes us different.
That is why I want it back. As I said, everyone, if I don't quote it myself, Rafael, Rodrigo, Jim Lee, whoever speaks, what did I say about the gun?
It's a memory from Esteban. We should get it back, eh? It's the last piece of him. If he dies,
That is not
send
the
it.
truth. I said it has. I'm not gonna give you
Wait.
more clues.
Oh, Raleigh, please, my brain is melting.
I said it has to come back, is what I
See,
said.
see. The same gun.
You fucked up, Rafael. It was your chance.
He held it. He shot it. He used it. It speaks
Says-
Esteban is what it does. So, to me, that gun is Esteban. No goddamn ass, no goddamn lady cutter. I do not give a shit. That is me. That is Esteban's gun.
See,
To me. If she got it with new clean bullets, new clean gun, I do not give a shit. Esteban held it in his hands. He used it in his hands, and from what I know and the information I know, they got two of them. Lady Carter got her own in her apartment. I do not know where. And from what I've heard, Ash has Esteban's gun in the same apartment. So, if anyone has bad feelings about taking a Mauser, hell, they even got two. And if we got bad sentimentals about them having a Mauser, well, still got two. And having a Mauser that peaks eyes. A lot of eyes is gonna watch you.
What you're needing to think about is, well, the representation you're trying to make. Huh? If you are not willing to take people on because of the amount of people they know or the business they can do, that sends a message to the other people in the crossing.
It
And in my
does.
opinion, the message should be that you are doing what you are doing,
What the
regardless of
hell
other
we want to
persons.
do.
Exactly.
Yes, and that is what we're going to do. I think we've. I know you, Abdul, this good, that I know you think a lot of good about people. But I know also you is a very, very good business-minded man. That is what you think. Go ahead. What you mean?
See.
What was it? Oh, I see. Well, it is what it is. I know people ain't gonna agree. Sometimes people gonna have feuds, whatever it might be. It is what it is. In the end, everyone's gonna know who is who. Everyone's gonna come into an argument. Everyone cannot agree to certain things. That is what it is. All you have and what you need to have is someone, I suppose, higher up and saying this is what it is. I know you will do that. I know that, Abdul. I know you will do it. But at the same time, people need to speak their mind. When people have spoken their mind, we came to a conclusion. This is what people think. And from what we hear right now, and I know you ain't gonna, go the other way and say, fuck it. I know you ain't gonna do that. People want is the boss gone back. And I've said that since he lost, I'm going to get it back. I do not give a shit who holds it. I do not give a shit how many days. I do not give a shit how far the money reach. I just don't. People has to know this was the most wanted man in the crossing ever. He is in Sisika now. Maybe he's facing death penalty. We do not know. Maybe he can come to some type of an agreement. That is a gamble for us. We do not know. We do not know that he can come out or if he's gonna come out without a hit. Or get electrocuted or whatever it might be. All we know for certain is we can get that gun back. At least we have an inner peace with ourselves that we got something that represents Esteban back. And try to get that back. This is where you come in, Abdul. You know a lot of things. Well, anyone got to speak their mind about getting the gun back?
The only thing I would say is that since you have talked to them already about the gun, that means
Yes.
we're going to have to be extra sneaky about it.
I think Jim Lee had a plan. Jim Lee, go ahead. Tell us
But
your
now
plan.
now she saw my face. It will never happen. And if she knows Dayu, means they know I'm a, it's coming
Well,
from a
then
Del
fuck
Lobo.
it is not the worst. Because everyone here knows that people probably value their life. If I put a gun to their head, or any one of you does, And I will tell him I will shoot you in your ear and the bullet is gonna go through the next ear. And you's gonna be dead if you ain't doing what I'm telling you to do. I think they would agree to my terms, wouldn't they?
See? But what my approach was being friendly, get inside her place, and then rob it. But now, like you said, I need to find a bit of weakness or maybe find a way to get that gun. By the end of the day, I will get that gun.
Well, this is why we's here. Talk, people. Are you mute? Or deaf? Please do tell if you is. If you is deaf, I suppose you can't raise a hand. If you's mute, raise one. If you ain't neither, goddamn speak.
Already. I don't know if you
Plans
can.
is what we need.
Already. This is what I'm thinking of. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Eh? Kidnap someone close, then we ask for the gun for her return, eh? Or his return, whatever.
See, that's what I'm saying. Looking for the weak points. And mostly family and friends they are.
See?
See, that is probably the best plan right now. If we get the lady caught, they will give us the gun. I know this. See? But
That is what
Okay.
I've heard too.
they start with her.
CAP. C-A-P. What the hell is you looking at, see?
I mean, I've seen Zeke around Saint Denis a bit. And yeah, Zeke might know a few people who might be close to her. But Zeke, do you have any good relations with her or any kind of people that are close to them?
Ash or Daiju?
I mean, I know Dayu too, but she's
I've only
just
met
like,
Ash today. I never heard of the Silver Line till today. I mean, is there seriously no way of orchestrating a civil handover? It's not as though that the Silver Line only has one Mauser, is there?
They won't give it back. She told me.
yep.
We have to
Persistence
take it.
can change a lot of things, Mr. Hammer.
It can. That is why we're talking. What would be the plan? All heads mashed up together, come up to something. Don't be afraid to speak. Speak your mind. And we'll make something out of it. Because that gun is getting back. I suppose.
I mean, like we said, end of the day, we need gun. Either by a fair deal or getting it forcefully. The gun is coming home. So if you have anything in your head, Zeke, that's the best time because if you don't, someone might get hurt because of that. If, we could have a fair way to get it.
Well, I
So,
mean, I've been known to have a silver tongue, but it's not my position to negotiate for the Lobo. Ash
I mean,
seemed nothing but reasonable.
All right, wait just there. Stop the whole conversation. See, you told me yesterday one thing, and that thing, I suppose, is still a thing.
Oh, what thing are you referencing?
You said you was looking into the Lobos, being a part of it.
I'm interested, sure. Like I
Wouldn't
said,
that
I'm
be the
a
same thing?
freelance in every word, right? If you ask me to do this, I can try my best.
Well, I would say this would be the thing to get you into the Lobos in some way.
Okay.
You see to something, as they say, you are part of Saint Denis. It sounds like you know your way around
I
it.
don't know who said that. I'm from Armadillo. The only time I go out there is to meet Miss Song, and that's it.
You say that Jim Lee is frequent to Saint Denis.
I have seen him quite few times before even I met him, and then you were in Saint Denis today to meet Dayu, right? So yeah, that's how I think you know quite around that place.
I don't like Saint Denis very much. If you want me to try and negotiate something, I'll do my best.
I think we're gonna come up with something else. But I see.
I think it's worth a try, personally. Because regardless, they're gonna know who took the pistol.
Oh, they will. They will. Ramon, you're usually a man of ideas.
You know what my main idea is, amigo? And I'm meaning it in not a disrespectful way. But someone needs to stepping up, huh? Enough of the democracy to a degree. Someone needing to stepping up and come up with a plan.
I
Who's he
mean
going to
just
be?
say take it, because that is what I would say. Because me personally, I wouldn't give a shit. I just go right down there, make a ruckus, and I take it. We find them, we find
opinion,
people close to them. I would
Sitting
kidnap him.
around this fire, Senor Thorsten, sitting around this fire and discussing things for 4 hours short. I'm very sure everyone is happy
I
to
see
get
what you
in-depth looks
mean.
on
No, I
things,
see
but
what you mean.
actions speak louder than words sometimes.
It does. It does.
There's no point in not trying to talk. There's none. There's everything to gain in the initial attempt going well.
Sure,
Thing is,
but
there
decide
always
on it,
has
I'm
to
saying.
be a talk.
Decide on what you're going to do and do it. Enough of the
Yes.
contemplating and the circles. Decide something, go for it,
I'll
engage
reach
in the
out to Ash
conversation,
then.
short, and that's it, you know? But someone needing to step up, huh?
I'll reach out to Ash and see what I can do.
What I would like you to do is reach out to Ash, see if you can set up a meeting. You set up a meeting, we meet her somewhere, and we make demands. Well, if it doesn't go your way, you can leave. And we say it was us. But we know who squealed if something happened.
Sure.
Or you just stay and you fulfill the business.
I just don't see any reason for this approach, I suppose.
I suppose so. Could you go send a telegram? Take Raphael with you. He'll help you out if anything happens. And we'll continue the talk here. But at least send a telegram. You show your interest in that gun. And you said you overheard or something. You know, put your wits into it.
So you
Why not
want
be
me to
upfront
just set up
about
a
it?
meeting with you guys and Ash, is what you're saying?
Basically, what I am saying is go send a telegram and what you think is gonna be suitable for her to come out of her little hole to make this thing happening, to either come out of the hole with a gun or for her to stay where she is and hide in that little hole. I guess that's up to you. I would prefer her not to sit in the hole, but come out of that with a gun.
This
I
would
don't
be-
think she'll go anywhere with just a
If I-
telegram. She's only
if I
met me
can for a
today.
minute, why be all the jumping through the hoops? Why not just be upfront about it? Send a telegram to her yourself, Thorsten. Say you
I've
would like to
already
discuss
talked to her
terms.
today.
Okay.
She
But
said
what if
no,
you've-
ain't gonna happen.
Well, then you have your answer. What is the point of him going and having a meeting, huh? To already having your answer.
To set them up. To make it happen.
Okay, then should you not be upfront about it to Senor Zeke instead of letting him think he is arranging a meeting, no? Tell him that it's a setup.
Well, it depends on how he puts it. I said it is his way. I said otherwise we're gonna write to Saint Denis. And we're gonna look into it ourselves. I said that about 5 to 10 minutes ago, I think.
See, but in my opinion, it did not come across. I could be wrong, Senor Zeke. Am I wrong?
No, it came across the way you're thinking it did.
See,
All
if
right,
you're wanting
then,
him to
my
set them
bad.
up, tell him you're wanting him to set them up. Do not tell him you're arranging a meeting between the two groups and then it's a setup. That is a bad business.
Well, then that is what it is, what you just said. I just want the gun back, as I said, to every price, and I think that is, you know, kind of obvious what I want to do. They want to give it back? No. I shoot you. You don't want to give it back? That's what I'm going to do. You want to give it back? Okay, no shooting.
Okay, so then the time for a meeting is over, no? You already know what you're wanting to do.
Yes, I said that from the beginning.
It was not very clear to me. I did not capture what you were trying to say. I apologize.
Oh, good. But that is the meaning. And then I said whatever people can come up with to make this easier on the De Lobos, to not make the heat, to not make the law come after us, to not make no wars with gangs, whatever. That is good. If we have to do it, we have to do it. But the gun is coming back. So what I am saying is, everyone has a head between their shoulders, and it is not blowing air into one and going out of the other ear, you know. Everyone can come up with something.
Sure, but
What I'm
the problem is
supposing
you are
is-
not clear, in my opinion. You are not clear about
Could
what you were
be
saying.
that I forgot to say to you, because I've had this talk a couple of times now, and it could be that I didn't say it clearly this time. But that is the clear message, I suppose, that the gun is coming back. Nonetheless,
See, no, I know what you're wanting from it. You're wanting the gun back. That is clear. The thing that is not clear is how you are wanting to go about it. Are you wanting Zeke to arrange a meeting? Are you wanting to go and ride out and get the gun? What is
that
it you're
the
wanting
best
to
way?
do?
Then that is the best way, because otherwise we're gonna ride down there and get the gun. You
Again.
can make it in another way.
That is not telling me what you're doing. That is saying a way of doing it. What are you doing?
Well, I suppose
I'm
so.
confused.
Well, that would be me as being a Swede, I suppose, because to me, people is that they doing it. If no one stands up and does it, I'm just gonna say this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna ride down there, and we're gonna get it.
You're going to say it or you're saying it?
That is what I'm saying.
So that is what you're doing then, huh? So there's no
Yes.
need for Zeke to send a telegram because you're just going to hunt down the person and get it gone.
Well, what I am saying is, Zeke got the connections to get it out. Do it. If that ain't happening, we're going down there to get it out, is what I'm saying. Or anyone else, it doesn't matter. You think you got a better proposition to not spill blood? But if
No.
there ain't no other option than to spill blood, then we spill blood.
Yes, in my opinion, I think that there is no other way. Actually, if we cannot kidnap someone loved by this lady, there is no other way. In my humble opinion, eh?
I'm going to check my telegrams. I'll be back.
I'm going with them.
Go ahead. I don't know if I'm speaking very unclearly or whatever the hell it is.
No, I do understand what you're trying to say. Eh? It's just two plans. Either we do this, we just take the gun out from her little apartment, eh? Then we set them up. The other plan is go forcefully. So it's clear.
Yes. Oh, I know we could go right down there and do it. But what I am saying, I care about my people. I know it doesn't have to be today. It doesn't have to go so fast. We talked about it today. What it means is if we talked about it today, it doesn't have to happen today. You can take 2 months up on you if you would like to. As long as the gun is coming back.
Oh, I see.
You see what I mean? I do not know why I have to explain this every goddamn time. I suppose that is it. 'Cause you know, you very much know, Abdul, how is the law gonna look upon us, or how is they gonna treat us if we're gonna keep the pace to this? I say something, we do it directly. Now, bang, boom, bang, 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 bang. You know how a gun sounds. Pang, pang is what we would say in Sweden. Just, you go boom, boom, boom by everything. They're gonna go after us for just a little thing. For even the smallest thing. You heard they stopped Santiago at the border? Well, now you know. They did. Because of these things. We ain't in no rush. Take your time. It doesn't have to be today. I will be glad if it happened today. But it doesn't have to. Could be tomorrow, 4 days from now, a week, 2 weeks. As long as the gun comes back, we's good. We got what we wanted. It doesn't need to happen today. Whatever we do, you plan on doing a bank as an example. That's a very, very small example because everyone does it today. People doesn't do extraordinary things today. So like a bank. You plan it today, you do it today. Why do you have to do it today? Give me a reason to why you have to do it today. You find people, you do some extortions, whatever it might be. You do the extortion, you're gonna go find them the next 2 days to make another extortion. You think they got a lot of money by that time? No, you won't. It is passive income is what people call it. You sit on your ass just like I'm doing at this moment, and the money rolls in. But the money has to be rolling in when you do things like this. But the things needs to take time. You need to get a lot of things out there, is what you need. You can't go around just shooting to the left and right. Well, you could, but there's a lot of repercussions for doing it. It's not only gonna be law looking for us. You know the law that we know. It's gonna be those men in the black hats with the black clothes coming. And they are going hard, I tell you. And there's a lot of them. So what I would like to see myself with the Lobos is, let's try to keep us from them. And just dabble with the law right here. Do I sound unreasonable?
No, it sounds really, really reasonable, razonable, yes.
Well, you Abdul, I listen to you a lot since you are the Lobo yourself, and so am I. I am not over you. What do you think? Of course you do. He doesn't. So how we gonna get it? I see. Well, that makes sense. You don't like to sit around. Of course you could go to boards and things like this. Of course we do. Yes. Of course. But people knows very well what has been happening the last weeks. And it hasn't gone in a fast pace. We take our time with doing things. As I said, Lady Carter doesn't have to be happening today. Why does it have to be happening today? Is there a good reasoning for us getting that gun today?
No, it was setting the future
No,
goals.
yes.
Then we have to come up with a plan. That is the plan. We need to know who's who, what's what times and whatever, when they's around, who goes around with who they're affiliated with. We can't do that in a day, can we? Because we don't know where they're walking. We don't know exactly which apartment it is.
Well, I will think about this with a pillow.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna head into the stables myself.
Okay, well, take care everyone, stay safe, and we will see each other very soon.
Likewise. Likewise. And, I suppose, we'll see when Esteban gets out. If he gets out. And what happens. I hope so. It is, it is. All right, I'm gonna head into the stables.
Good sleep. I see no one. Alright. All good. What you think about all this? Gotta listen to everyone. This conversation probably held for a long time. That must be had. See, just to make it clear, I just stopped forgetting things. See. See, see, it's not his fault. You just also need to clarify over and over so people just. He does not have to say it one more time. So where are you going? You don't mind me asking.
Amigos, where's Thorsten?
Nah, he's in the stable.
Wow. Okay.
He
We'll
went to
talk to me
bed.
another day.
Oh, I suppose.
In the meantime, amigos, I want you to know something about me. I am not happy with the way this is being planned. I am not happy with the way it is being conducted. In my opinion, it is not the correct way you do things. If you have an issue with a person, you are not setting them up. You are riding out to find them. You're not being the sneaky snake like in the East. You are being the Western outlaw. The Western ways. The honorable ways. You are standing on the business. I'm not
I'm
giving
of
a
the same
shit.
opinion with Ramon.
I am going to be doing my own things. I'm a friend of the Lobos, and I will help you all out any way I can. I am not wishing to become a bumping heads, but I'm refusing to ride alongside those ways. It's not the way I am wanting to conduct myself. It's going to be XG551.
WJ007.
Thorsten is not asleep yet.
Alright. Did I come with you? Oh, my telegram, UK 310. Send me one so I can have yours. See. Do you want me to ride with you? So you just don't feel. I see. Alright.
Come on, I mean, I understand you want to talk, amigo. Zeke had a very good look at it.
He
Oh,
was
he's...
busy. He's back now, huh?
Oh, Zeke, you were looking at it, huh?
All good, no hard feelings. You do what you gotta do. This
And I
is
am the
your
same.
choice and no one else's, is it?
In my opinion, Thorsten,
Yes.
you are doing things too much of the snaky way. The slithery and slimy ones, the ways of the East. But you are in a Western group, and you should be respecting the ways of the West. You should be a man of your word. You should be out front and honest about what you are doing to everyone, even your enemies.
Oh, haven't I been that too?
No, you have been talking about setting someone up under the guise of a meeting.
Oh, you
Trev.
mean Ash and them?
See? You had told Ezekiel you were going to get him to set up a meeting, but you were intending on using the meeting to rob them. That is not the ways of the Western outlaw. That is the ways of the Eastern mercenary. And it's not the way I would like to associate my name. So moving
Well, don't
forward,
do
I am
it
going
then.
to be a friend to the Lobos. I will help you when I can for certain jobs. But I am not wishing to be riding around with that because it would be a stain on my reputation. I am not willing to afford that one.
Of course, well then go ahead and do what you're supposed to do. I ain't gonna stop you from it.
No problem. I wishing you the best, and I appreciate the time, but it's the way things are, huh?
Well, likewise, and I suppose it is what it is, and you take your time, and you go ahead and do your thing.
It
Okay.
also goes without saying that everything said here stays here.
It shouldn't even need to be said, amigos.
I think there's a lot of influence
I gave you
somewhere.
the gun earlier.
I do. Well, not my problem. Let's go ahead.
Adios, Rafa. Good care of yourself, amigo.
Alright, you as well, eh?
Waste of fucking time.
It is what it is, amigo. It has been said. It has been buried. We're moving forward now.
I'm just glad I cut ties when I did.
The ties are not cut, in my opinion.
I'll be their friend, but lying suit me.
Senor Abdul. If you are breaking Esteban out of Sisica for the execution, I am there regardless of the outcomes, even if it means
I
they
am
will
as
send
well.
the Gatling guns, the marshals, and the army after us. Out of respect for Miguel and Carlos, I will be there. Just send me a telegram. Take care of yourself.
I'll wait out here for you.